Hi folks, well it's a bit later in the day for this video. I do one every now and then, but normally I do them in the day. Before I started I thought I'm going to fricking look up cliche, see exactly what it means, in case I put my fricking foot in it. So yeah, it's here. So I'm going to have a deco. And I should be able to see this without my bloody glasses because I put it on never rather than turning itself off after a bloody minute. Right. Other words for the word, or other meanings for the word cliche. Stereotype. So I thought, yeah, so I do these bloody 10 cliches and I'm admitting to everybody I'm a bloody stereotype. Thank you very much. Who come up with this bloody thing? Commonplace. Which, yeah, you can see that goes in with the stereotype, doing the same thing over and over. Pretty bloody commonplace, isn't it? It's bloody worse, isn't it? Old familiar tune. You've all heard that somewhere, haven't you, along the line? Ah, bloody old bloody familiar tune. I mean, it's the same old bloody stuff circulating. There's a lot of you now say, oh, I'm not going to fricking do this. But it does sort of fit in. Really, it sort of fits in. Old story. Another meaning, old story. Yeah, tell me the old story. Again, it's tell me what I know. I'll just use one, black. Wear black. Yeah, bloody hell. It's an old story, isn't it? Then rubber stamp. Again, similar sort of thing really. Just got that bloody rubber stamp on it, innit? So I thought I'd look it up. I don't know if anybody else did, but that's just having a quick look up. That's what I come up with. Stereotypes. So theoretically, the thing I often talk about, I'm a stereotype goth, or am I? Maybe we are to some degree. I don't know. But I'm going to go through my 10. I'm sure there's flipping loads and loads, but I sat there trying to think of them. I thought, well, I'll come up with 10. Anybody that knows me would know that it's my cliche of what people would assume goth is. I'm probably a bit stereotypical. Skulls. I love flipping skulls. I'll have to go around and count them sometimes, some that size, some small ones, which starts me thinking about the old flipping Cockney song, which I'm not going to fricking sing, but it goes some as big as your head. Yeah, skulls, probably my very, very, very favourite thing. Goth, in the sense that yes, as goths we use skulls for design, badges, ornaments, blah 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 blah. So yeah, skulls, but I am skull flipping mad. Skeletons and bones. Yeah, I've got skeletons around again there. Hello, plastic. Yeah, the plastic. And I do have bones of different types, from little birds to animals to, yes, there's one or two human ones. But I feel comfortable with bones and skulls around. Cemeteries. Again, it's a bit of a cliche, isn't it? I've done 3, 4, I don't know, videos on cemetery walks. Flipping love it. They're beautiful places, peaceful places. Some are very peaceful. I did a video a while back, it's down there somewhere, of one cemetery. Well, we just went into the churchyard. People went ahead of me. Further I walked into the cemetery, it was like hitting a bigger wall every time I went, till in the end I just said, sorry, I'm off out, I'll get you out there. It just got too overpowering. There was something with that cemetery that just wasn't right. And normally, to me, they're peaceful, lovely places, but that one didn't want me there, and the further I got, the more it pushed. Coffins. I just love coffins, the shape, the toe pincher, I think they're called toe pinchers, the ones that go like this at the bottom, up, rather than casket shape, they're toe pinchers. I just love the design, I love everything about them. Coffee table, side table, coffins, well, homemade, but yeah, I just love them. I was going to get one for myself and use it as a coffee table, and I sort of measured the distance out there to have a look, and I thought, that's a freaking bar. It's not a coffee table, it's a bloody bar. Corvids. I thought I'd say that because that's the blackbird family, and that takes you over large spectrum. I've got magpies and crows and rooks, and I don't think there's another one. I'd love a raven, but obviously if it's just passed itself on. Dark things people don't like, clowns, dolls, that sort of thing. So I don't mean really dark, I don't mean satanically dark or anything. I just love what the average Joe calls dark. And if it's something that people don't particularly like, puts a crap up them, I will have them around, like clowns and dolls. The pictures have gone up, and sometimes if you go to buy one, it's got a bit of a story to it. So yeah, dark things like that, dark novels, dark films, dark art, dark objects is what I'm talking about. Dress, goth dress, but not religiously. Saying that, I don't mean today I dress sort of goth, tomorrow I dress in a three-piece suit and go around like Lord bloody Fauntleroy or something. That's disastrous for me. No, but I don't go out to dress as the stereotypical goth that the newspapers, the magazines, industry and that would pump out. I don't particularly go out to do that. I'll dress it to the degree that I'll dress it, and a lot of stuff I wear, it will be things that I make up myself, a lot along that lines. Going back to the old days of creating yourself. Kilts, I wear kilts. I have black kilts which do totally make it pulls everything into place, but then I have tartan kilts which are very often a darkish green tartan, and it slightly crosses a barrier. People know you're goth in the street, they go, oh, you're goth, because my daughter's goth. oh, are you goth? I've got goth in the family. They know what you are, but also there's that little bit to them of humanity there that helps them to feel at ease with you and to make contact with you. Because I know it can be a situation with goth where people are frightened of goth. It's the black and the makeup and everything, and I think they don't really know what the freaking hell you're going to do to them. Sounds strange, but it's true. So yeah, nobody ever says, well, what the hell do you wear those for? Because it isn't. And I won't be too bloody choosed about that anyway. But it does help. As goth, you need to go over that barrier a little bit. Stereotypical, I'll walk around like this. And I do come across them. And they don't even freaking acknowledge you. They don't acknowledge any other goth that comes along. They're very stereotypical goth. But there's nothing wrong with bloody smiling. So when I go around, I smile. And I smile at people, and people try to make some sort of contact with you, eye contact, whatever. Doesn't hurt to bloody smile. And they go away saying to people, hey, they're bloody nice. I met one or two, they're bloody nice. Paranormal, which to me is normal. Yeah, I don't go out my way, oh, I'm going to be very paranormal, but I find it just is part of my life. I see spirits have given me messages to pass on to people. I just know things at times. It's just part of my life, so it's paranormal but normal. I was talking to somebody on Instagram yesterday. They were talking about being at a funeral, and I could see it in my mind, and I said, I messaged, does it mean anything to you? Somebody stood there like they got something stuck to their hand, paper or something, and they're going like that, this bloody stuck to me hand. I said, why, are you seeing it or feeling it or what? At the funeral, as they were taking the coffin out, she stood up, something was stuck to her hand, and she was doing that, and it happened to be a leaflet thing that was to do with the funeral, but she was shaking her. Paranormal. Smells as in perfumes, aftershaves, incense and such. I love dark ones, unusual ones. Can't get so many in the UK, but in America you do. And I had some candles and that scent, and they were bloody awesome. And my favourite cologne, as you might want to put it, which is American but we can buy here. I can't remember the company offhand, but it's called Dirt, and I love it. It smells like dirt. You spray it on, some of you will know it, and you can smell dirt, fresh dirt. So I have that one, and I have there is a grass, but I didn't get the grass, I get the clover, because the clover smells more like grass than the grass. So sometimes I want dirt, and sometimes I'll do dirt plus clover, sort of cemetery, grass and dirt. Music, but not all of it. Some of it is crap, and I don't think there's anybody that won't particularly say that. There's, within a genre, there's music that you really like, and then there's other bits that you think, yeah, I wouldn't really be bothered if I never heard that again. Where I get my vinyl from, there was an LP by a girl group, about 3 girls or something, very gothy looking and that. Tried it in the shop. Oh, giddy bloody ant. Thought I'll try the next track, it's better. No. How can I explain it? 3 girls that got together singing in the bathroom and thought, hey, we're bloody fantastic, aren't we? And the dad of somebody that had loads of money and said, I'll get some vinyl made. And it's a good job I can't remember the name. It is. I can't even remember it back then. So I don't think they went very far, but that's my point. But music, yeah, I do love the goth genre, and my music taste goes over the flipping spectrum. Inventiveness, to me, that encapsulates goth totally. It's a cliche, it's all those things. Inventiveness, right from the word go, goths had to be inventive. It wasn't there, you couldn't buy the stuff. There might have been some punk stuff around at the time, and some of that was worn and it could be rolled over, but a lot of stuff you just had to be inventive, as in the dog collars and that sort of thing. Is for, hey, I like that, well, that sort of goes with me, doesn't it? See you, mate, you get on, I got that, oh, I'm going to wear that as well. Inventiveness, it's still there, but not as much as I'd love to see it. I would love to see people getting a hell of a lot more inventive. So yeah, that's my 10. That makes me a pretty stereotypical, commonplace, old familiar tune, story goth. Anyway, that's my 10. I thought I'd do them. Yeah, we're all going to pick them, aren't we? Look at it. Back to the stereotypical flipping hot chili soup. Catch you later.